mixed doubles for us at that time was an avenue to earn some extra dollars, right? Because we get paid per diem as long as we're in the tournament. You play mixed doubles, you don't know if you're going to win 1 or 2 matches in the doubles, so you play mixed doubles, you're in the tournament longer, you're getting a few more dollars. So Rico was my coach, who's a local cowboy, and Rico said, bro, let's find a mixed doubles partner. And this is on the day of the sign-in. And 55 in the world, the cutoff is normally 70. So I would need to find someone who is, around 20 in the world. So it's my first year on tour, no one knows who I am, so obviously odds are, minus. Japanese girl, she's ranked 23 in the world. And the sign-in closed. So it was 12-10, so you guys are the last team in. I said, great. So I didn't know who Rika Hiraki was or how she looked. That day when we were leaving the courts, Rika walked up to Rico to just say hi because we were at the transportation desk alone. And Rika, I promise you not, was 4'10". So I looked at Rico and I said, what? We got better obviously after that rematch, and the rest is history. India, and in tennis we don't have the luxury to celebrate or sulk. Because the day after winning the French Open, the next day I was playing Queen's Club in London. So there was no time to celebrate. There's no perfect player in general. I always look for someone who was strong at the net, because when I came on tour, my strength was my returns and my first serve. I was not strong a net player, but eventually 2 years later, I practiced it so much that I became extremely competent at the net. But I always look for someone who was strong at the net. So all the partners I was successful with, from Leander to Mark Knowles to Max Mirny, they all had that as one of their strengths. I finished 4, but if you don't try to finish at the top, then it wasn't someone. So, all the partners I've been fortunate to play with, all the best players in the world, and they had that winning mentality, right? I mean, there were a lot of players who were happy to be there, right? And still, even today, you'll find a lot of players happy to be at Wimbledon because that's the dream when you're playing. But I think that's what separates the ones who eventually consistently win than the ones who are just happy to be there. Trying to, win with 7 different partners or anything like that. I think Sania is the only one I've won twice with. But men's doubles, I think, it gets to a stage when you feel maybe stagnant. I think you can never say you're winning too much, or you can never say, you're in a slump, because players at the level that we were playing always find a way to get out of the slump. That's the reality of it. Practice wasn't structured on time and stuff like that. It really irritated me. And for me, that was bread and butter, right? And everyone and anyone I played with had to fall into line with that. Age create value, right? So for me, even the physio, making a difference to my body being healthy the next day. As you got older, the pains got more. It was tougher to recover day in and day out. So a physio who could keep me playing at that level longer. Many coaches I've had who could see different things at different times of my evolution to make a difference. I mean, when you're playing at that level, it's millimeters, not even centimeters, that makes a difference. And I think assembling the team is the key attribute there is to make sure that everyone is delivering what they need to deliver. How do I pick one setback? Nobody sees the setbacks, by the way, because they only read about the highlights, which you guys already saw. No setbacks. I think maybe my back surgery. I remember, when I was still playing. I've had 2 surgeries. One came when we were number 1 in the world, and the second one was my back surgery in 2008. I remember we were playing a tournament in Mumbai, which also I happened to be the tournament director of. So the pain in my back was already there for a couple of weeks. All of a sudden, after practice one day, it got to a stage where I couldn't stand anymore. Like, so I had to like kind of sit in the shower. So my standing, after 60 seconds of standing, I couldn't stand anymore. I was in excruciating pain. So I went to the hospital in Bombay and took an X-ray or MRI, and they said it's something to do with the nerve in my leg, and they didn't really give me any comfort with the diagnosis, but the guy gave me a shot like they would a horse, so that I was going to be okay to play the next day, because I had to play a doubles match. And I wasn't okay the next day. So that even that shot didn't help me. So immediately my physio sent the reports to Australia and different parts of the world, and they said that this is not good because my L5S1 part of the disc had broken, and the part that had broken hadn't dissolved, it had fallen down the tunnel, so it was compressing my nerve. So I needed to get it fixed.